Hello everyone, my name is Ethan, and today we're going to go through another Blender tutorial. This is a series where I'm teaching myself or going through and learning each one of the Blender modifiers so that I can get better at Blender software in general. So this week we're going to be looking at the Subdivision Surface modifier. Now this is a modifier where you would use it to split the faces of a mesh into smaller faces so that your model would generally look smoother. Subdivision Surface enables the modeler to create smooth surfaces from low poly models. Um, it will also allow you to turn a very low poly model that has a very small amount of data um, into a very smooth model with very few clicks. Um, so you be able to turn, let's say, a monkey face, which is what I'm going to show you today, into, it's very rectangular stuff into a very smooth face, if that's what you wanted. So that's what we're going to go through. So first we're going to add the monkey to our scene. We're going to go add a mesh, and there you go. That's our monkey face. As you can see, if we go into the edit mode, there's only a few amount of faces compared to what we'll be changing in a minute. And what you'll see then is that these faces will get subdivided down. So this face here, let's say just over the eye, there could be maybe that face here that could be split into 2 or 3 or 4, depending on the settings that you want. So yeah, we'll go over here to our modifier properties. Next we'll click add modifier, and then subdivision surface is in the generate drop down, I suppose. Now, the default is you'll start here with Catmull Clark, which basically smooths out the surfaces, and it basically applies a formula to render a more aesthetic appearance. It does a bit more than, let's say, the simple one. Like the simple one will just, let's say, cut this face in half and cut every other face in half, or by 3 or by 4. But the Catmull Clark, as you can see there, is a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Now, the only thing to remember with this one is that if we zoom in here and really focus around the ear, that you do lose some of the shape. So like if you really want to preserve that boundary, you'd be better off using the simple selection rather than the Catmull Clark selection, because it does remove some of the thickness of the model to give you a much better rendered face. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this monkey face out a couple of times, just so that we can get a good kind of example, and we can show you like the difference between the two selections. I'm going to select the second monkey face. I'm going to use the subdivision surface modifier, and I'm going to set that to 2. And as you can see, if we just go back, see how all the faces are after being subdivided. So that's normal. That's 1. That's 2. 3 even is a little bit smoother. But again, you have to remember that you are after losing the boundary shape of this one, but it does look much better. So that's your Catmull Clark one. And over here, we'll apply the simple selection. Now with this one, it will literally just subdivide each surface into a new face. So this face here, you can see that there's going to be 4. This has gone up again. See if you zoom in there, we'll see it. So that's after. So 1 face, 4 faces, 16 faces, and it's done that kind of throughout the entire model. Now you will preserve the boundary here. Wherever there's an edge, it will maintain that. But it has made it smoother essentially. So if we come back, you'll be able to see the difference between the two. But obviously, if we go shade smooth and shade smooth, doesn't really do much for that one. But as you can see, it's much smoother than the original one over here. That's kind of it, really. It's very good. I started using the Catmull Clark one an awful lot more on, let's say, curved surface models that that you do need to, let's say, this surface needs to be quite, smooth and, curved. Whereas this will be quite good. The simple version is very good for, let's say not so something is not as detailed or not as curved. But what I will do is we will actually apply both of them together. So what we'll do first is that we'll go the simple version first, and we'll apply maybe 3 rounds of just a simple one, and then I'm going to apply the Catmull Clark. Same again. You can see it has done something a little different where you apply all of these singularly. Let's say that's just the Catmull Clark. That is your simple, and this is your simple and your Catmull Clark. You can apply both of those together to get maybe an in-between version, if you really wanted to. As you can see, like the curved surface there, like that's way smoother. This is smoother, but you still have your face preservation as well. And that's it, folks. The subdivision surface modifier is mainly for appearance. Um, Maybe like a final modifier to apply to your design to get a better look. Um, but yeah, this has been number 3 of my tutorial series. So if you've liked it, um, and you think it's really good, or you think I should do more of them, just let me know. Drop a comment down below, and I will talk to you soon.